two men who have served 20 years for murder could be innocent documentary claims. In the clip, you see an undercover police officer using a technique known as Mr. Big. This method, which is banned in Britain and the US, is an investigation procedure used by Canadian police to extract confessions from suspects in cold cases including murder. Police officers create a fictitious criminal organization in which they tempt the subject into getting involved in illegal activities, in order to gain their trust. This relationship eventually leads to the suspect's downfall, as the police then probe information from them. In some cases, it is even argued that suspects leak false information on crimes due to intimidation from what they believe to be kingpin criminal figures, with the false hope this will keep them safe. Sebastian Burns and Atif Rafay were convicted in 2004 of a triple murder that occurred 10 years earlier in Bellevue, Washington, U.S., after a confession was extracted from Burns using this tactic. The 19-year-olds at the time were perceived to have fled the country to head back to where Burns lived in Canada, consequently allowing for this banned tactic to be used. According to reports, there was no hard or forensic evidence to convict, so the authorities apparently resorted to using more the Mr. Big technique. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police then created a false memo from the Bellevue Police Department claiming they had forensic evidence that could incarcerate Burns and Rafay. In the clip, you see the moment Mr. Big presents this memo to Burns in confidence, explaining that he knows people who can have the evidence dismissed. The undercover agent explains that all Burns has to do is tell him the truth about that night and he will make it go away. The teenager then progresses to confess to the murder, which is speculated to be as a result of a false belief this admittance will allow him return to his normal life. But as a result of the confession, the pair were arrested and later jailed for the crimes. After pleading their innocence to the court, they received 3 life sentences each from Judge Myrtle. "I do believe they are innocent," Kelly Loudenberg, but creators of a documentary called The Confession Tapes are not convinced this is a fair way to convict the two. "I do believe they are innocent," director of the docu-series Kelly Loudenberg said. "I believe they're innocent because this was a false confession and there's no forensic evidence pointing to the fact that they did it. Not to mention they had an alibi and there were so many reasons why they're innocent." The 2-part documentary titled True East make the case that extremist group Al-Fuqra could be viable suspects for the killing of the Rafay family. Tariq Rafay's research on the triangular degree in which Muslims should pray apparently angered the group. But Burns and Rafay have already served more than 20 years in prison and have almost given up hope of freedom.